This program contains scenes of nonsensical garbage and coarse language and is intended for a mature audience. Viewer discretion is advised.
Why, hello, my little trash bears. How are you? I am doing fantabulous. I know I look terrifying right now. And the reason for that is because I am so excited to talk about this product. We're gonna do it old school. We're gonna do like a fun try on, just single product review. And we're gonna get to the bottom if this palette is worth it or not. Now I know I look different. I did my hair and you're gonna see a couple of videos. Actually, there's gonna be a lot of videos that I pre-recorded that's gonna have my old hair. Just pretend that it's fine. But I wanted to go a little bit darker, but also kind of trashy. I don't know, man, all right? Anyway, I like it. I feel like it's like a combination of old me and new me had a baby, and now I'm this weird alien dumpster in front of you. And if you don't like it, keep your opinions to yourself. I don't want to hear from you, all right? Love you. Anyway, let's just jump right into it. Let me tell you a little bit about this product. Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Unlocked Palette retails for $94. The Ambient Lighting Edit Unlocked Palette gives you everything you need to diffuse, enhance, and add glow in a single compact. These palettes feature limited edition packaging by Ukrainian tattoo artist Sasha Unisex. Vegan and cruelty-free, the shades are formulated with photoluminescent technology to diffuse surrounding light for skin that appears lit from within. To reduce their use of plastic, Hourglass's packaging is consciously crafted from tin. 5% of net profits from Unlock support the Non-Human Rights Project. The Hourglass Deer Palette, bitch! I love holiday palettes, I really do, and I love the Hourglass ones, and I have a nice little collection of them. They initially dropped 4 different palettes. One is like a Sephora exclusive, but the other 3 you could purchase either at Sephora or through their site. I think it's also coming to Ulta as well, except for the Sephora exclusive palette. That said, the one that spoke to me obviously was the Deer one, which is meant for those that have fair skin. So the other palettes are, you have like a fair one, you have like a best of, one that's kind of like light medium, and then the last palette, which is more of like a medium to deep. I think if I were to pick up another palette, which probably wouldn't be until there was either a Sephora sale or a Rouge Reward or 20% off at Ulta or something like that, would be this palette. I can't remember the name of it, but this one seems kind of interesting and I feel like I could get away with it only because of the blush shades. Here's hoping that maybe I might get that one. But in the meantime, we're only going to be talking about this guy because, yo, these are expensive. In the past, they were about 90, and I want to say even before that, weren't they like at 80 at one point? Or had they always been at 90? I'm going to fact check myself right here because I can't honestly remember what even happened last year, let alone 2 or 3 or 4 years ago. Moral of the story is they're getting more and more expensive. And while it is getting more expensive, a lot of the times it's still the same shit. Oh, hello, my little pumpkins. I need to talk to you about a game. A game that has fully derailed my willpower in the best way possible. That's June's Journey. So picture this. It's the 1920s. Jazz, flappers, prohibition, and everyone's drunk on bathtub gin. And me? Well, I'm pretending that I'm a competent detective. Because that's basically June Parker, the heroine of the game. She's smart, sharp, and uncovering messy family secrets. While I'm over here squinting at the screen trying to figure out, is that a feather or a baguette? Spoiler, it's never a baguette. What I love about June's Journey is that it's a hidden object mystery game, which means you're thrown into these gorgeous scenes where you have to spot the clues to unravel the story. It's like being nosy, but it's socially acceptable. Plus, when my brain ultimately gets tired of detective work, I could just decorate my little island. Because nothing soothes the soul more than putting fake trees on my fake land. I'm pretending that I have it all together. Thank you. Thank you, June's Journey. And because this game is set in like the roaring 20s, everything looks like it came straight from a Gatsby's fever dream, minus like the sad, weird toast that Leonardo DiCaprio does. That's not included, thankfully. Another thing that's great about June's Journey is that they drop seasonal events. So just when you think you're finished being cute and competent, the game's like, surprise, here's more chaos. And honestly, give me more, I live for it. So if you're like me and need something to do instead of doom scrolling or impulse buying a Labubu, no judgment, download June's Journey. It's free on iOS, Android, and PC. Just click the link in the description or scan this beautiful QR code. Seriously, download it so we can compare islands and decide whose looks like Martha Stewart's garden party and whose looks like an abandoned home goods. Spoiler, it will definitely not be me. My island's on lock, okay? It's tight. My island's tight. Thanks again to June's Journey for sponsoring today's video, and y'all go support the sponsors that support your garbage queen. And let's get to the bottom of this. Now back to our regularly scheduled chaos. So is this worth $94 or not? Well, let's find out. Packaging wise, adorable, gorgeous. I love this. I think it's so fucking pretty. I love the design from the last couple of years. I just think it's so perfect, and this is just so pretty. And I believe this is in collaboration with a tattoo artist. Yes, Sasha Unisex, which is pretty awesome. And Sasha is a Ukrainian tattoo artist. We love Ukraine, so that's amazing. Okay, so in this palette, which this is, again, the Deer palette, you have 3 new shades. So starting over here, we have Dreamlight, which I'll be honest, to me, it's kind of new. I don't think I own Dreamlight. I don't think I do. And if it's in the other palettes, it's not memorable. Sorry, okay. We have this guy, which actually is a new powder. This is Aura Light. Then you have the Diffuse Bronze Light. Their bronzers are not my favorite. I've grown to like accept them, but they're not my favorite by any means, but it's okay. You have this highlighter, which is the Incandescent Strobe Light. And then you have 2 new blushes. You have this one, which is Radiant Peach, which is new. And then you have Vibrant Pink. I think we're gonna do probably Vibrant Pink today. And then in the future video, I'll do the peach one. I was going to do 2 different blush looks, but I am doing this before I have to go to work, which means I have meetings today and I can't look like a weirdo, so. Okay, anyway, so let's kind of just jump into it. All I did so far was just put foundation and some concealer on my face. So I want to use this palette to, you know, do everything else. So I'm gonna go in with the Dreamlight shade because I believe it's supposed to be, it's a finishing powder. I believe the Dreamlight one is supposed to be a cool pearl with a soft lavender sheen. And the new Aura powder, which is right next to it, I'm gonna use that one to set my face, but I'm gonna use this guy to set my eyes with that. Here's hoping it's good. I do love these powders. They're usually very, very good. And often I feel like they're worth the money. Ooh, okay, that's looking nice. I'll be honest, I don't really see the lavender sheen to it. I know it's a sheen, but I don't really see that, but it's okay. I'm gonna take the new Aura shade and then I'm going to, because the pan sizes, I'm just gonna kind of use both. These are nice. I really don't have any kind of complaints about them. I actually really like using the combination of both of those powders. It's bringing in like a nice, I guess like a soft luminosity to the face. Like I look airbrushed and I love that. Oh my God, I love when powders do that. Now I did not pick up their newest powder brush. Now I fucking love the Sneak one that came out a couple of years ago. And we're gonna use this one today because I really do love Hourglass brushes. What I don't love is when I do the double-ended bullshit, because I often feel like one end is always gonna get up. It's just, it is what it is, and it's always gonna be kind of weird because it's just kind of smushed. Especially how I store my brushes, which is multiple cups, right? So there's always gonna be an issue with that, and I don't like it. So I think I would probably pick up a brush, not for full price because of the dual-ended bullshit. So I think I would wait for a sale if I really wanted it. And usually I kind of go back and forth during these sales, during like the holiday sales and stuff, because usually it's available. Nobody really ever kind of sells that shit out. And I'm like, I don't know if I should get it or not, I don't know. But this time I just couldn't pull the trigger. I just couldn't. Okay, I think this looks glorious, beautiful, wonderful. Now I'm gonna go in with this bronzer shade and we're going to warm up this little beef cheek face, okay? I think this bronzer is probably one of the better Hourglass bronzers. This is definitely more of like a coolish neutral tone, which I appreciate. I am not somebody who likes warm tone bullshit. It just always looks kind of funny on me. And this is just kind of perfect. What's also nice about particularly these palettes too, is that if it does look kind of harsh, obviously using the finishing powders to kind of blend everything out to make it look a little bit softer is always a good thing. And what I love about Hourglass powders is that no matter how much you put on your face, it never feels powdery or insane. It always just looks beautiful. Something about their powders just, there's a reason why they're wonderful. I look so cute. I look like a little princess. Now I'm gonna go in to the Vibrant Pink, although the Radiant Peach looks so good, but we're gonna do Radiant Peach another day. We're gonna go in with a little pink. Oh, she's light. Usually I feel like, I don't know, there's something on this brush, but she's very, very, very light, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I think there's gonna be a little bit more pigment on the brush, but it's cute though. It's kind of barely there. Let me see, is it the brush that's not? This is my reference number 5. Usually it's pretty good. Let me see something. Maybe we need a little bit more. No, it's kind of the same shit. Okay. All right, it's very light. Again, it's not the end of the world. All right, I think actually, no, the refer brush was better. You know me, I like going in with a heavy fucking hand. I do. It's almost like designed to not be able to look like a garish clown, which in ways is good if you don't want to look like a garish clown, but sometimes I want to look like a Victorian doll. And it's not doing it for me today. It's still very pretty though, but I want it to, like, I'm literally fingering the shit out of this thing, okay? It's giving me nothing. It's giving me nothing. I wonder if I would have went in, you know what? We're gonna go in with that peach shade. Yeah, see that peach shade? Yep, that peach shade has pigment. That pink shade, not so much. And I'm just gonna go back and forth between both of them. It's kind of impossible not to do that with this palette, honestly. Okay, now I feel like I actually have some pigment on my face. So what I'm doing now is kind of just taking those 2 finishing powders and using my giant snake brush. That's what I like about these Hourglass brushes, is that they really kind of do a great job blending everything together. It's just a shame, absolute shame, that it's dual-ended. Like, what's that about, bitch? I think this is as good as we're gonna get it. Duh. Duh. All right, let's move on. We have the last shade in this palette. It's a highlighter. Usually, their highlighters never fail me. Oh, okay. I don't think that's the right brush. Hold on. Give me a fan brush. That's what I want. Oh, that's very soft. I ain't mad at it, but like, I like the other formula. It's a little bit more metallic. It really feels substantial. Like this is, I don't know. Like if you are more into like subtle shit, I think you like this palette, but if you're looking for something a little bit more, I don't know why I want to say ball forward, but ball forward, then I don't know if this is for you. Listen, it's pretty. It's pretty. I'm not saying it's not. Everything's very, very light. And usually when it comes to these palettes, I am obsessed with the highlighter and the blush. And this year, I'm obsessed with the 2 finishing powders and the fucking bronzer. Nothing makes sense in this timeline. It just doesn't, okay? And it's so disappointing. Yeah, I don't love that. Like, it's fine, but it could be cuter. Okay, I put so much powder on my face. Thank God I'm not going out anywhere today because that would be a nightmare. So I am gonna spray the shit out of my face with the One Size Powder Melt because this stuff will make me look alive. Like right now, I mean, I don't look powdery, which is, again, a testament to how beautiful Hourglass's powders are, but it's just a little too powdery for my liking. Not that I feel it or anything, it's just I know how much powder I put on my face and it was about 30 pounds, so let's spray the shit out of my face. All right, let me bake this for a minute and then let's talk about it. Ooh, I'm a little disappointed. Usually the Hourglass palettes are a little bit more pigmented. Now, granted, they're always on like the softer watercolor side, but I was like getting nothing from that pink blush, which is kind of wild because it looks like it should have some sort of pigmentation to it, right? Like I'm not crazy. So I'm kind of glad that I jumped ship and went right to that coral shade, Radiant Peach. I'm sorry, because I feel like that at least kind of gave me some color to my cheek. You saw me. You saw what I look like. I look like a paper plate. And the fact that I wasn't getting any kind of color on my face was kind of wild. So I don't really love the blushes in this palette. The peach one is, what are you called? Radiant Peach. Radiant Peach is fine. It's the pink one that is kind of a bust. I'm sorry, for $94, I kind of want some pigmentation. You don't have to give me like the brightest thing possible, but I shouldn't have to be like doing this for fucking 30 minutes. I shouldn't have to do that either. So I'm a little disappointed. It kind of sucks because the packaging is beautiful. I love the colors in this palette. I think the colors are beautiful, but I am just a little disappointed with the overall just execution of it. Now, when it comes to the finishing powders, I think they're beautiful. It was my first jump into Dreamlight, and that's probably wrong. If I look at my other palettes, there's probably a Dreamlight like mixed in there. I'm sure of it. I really liked it. I loved the Aura Light. I thought the Aura Light was pretty. I actually liked using both of them together. It, again, brought a really beautiful, like soft luminosity to the face without it being like sparkly or like super like a highlighter. Love that. I think it meshed very, very well with the powder melt spray too. So that's great. The bronzer, surprisingly, was beautiful. Usually bronzers, especially Hourglass bronzers, usually pull a little warm, a little too orange for my liking. This one was kind of a beautiful neutral, albeit a little coolish on my skin, and it looked really, really great. Again, use those finishing powders to kind of just like blend out, buff out some of the edges, and it just looked seamless. That is, again, a true testament to how wonderful Hourglass powders are. You can layer that shit on your face and it doesn't make you look like a caked up, gross long legs mess. So that's awesome. But when it got to the blushes, it was just a little disappointing. Like I thought I saw some pink remnants, but when I think about it, I'm pretty sure it was just my skin getting red and irritated because I just kept trying to add something that wasn't showing up. So I can't even confidently say, was there even blush on my face or was that my skin reacting? Okay, think about that. That's kind of up. I'm glad that I decided to jump in with the Radiant Peach because then I feel like, all right, now I have a little bit of color to my face. And it is definitely more pigmented than that pink, but still, I don't know, like when I think about like, okay, when I think about like the liquid Unreal Hourglass blushes, those shits are so fucking pigmented and I feel like these are just like so the other way. And I own a lot of Hourglass palettes. I have a lot of their blushes and I feel like this is the first time where I feel like it's really like getting blood from a stone. Like it was just impossible to kind of get any pigment out from that pink shade. When I combined both of the colors, it honestly didn't matter because the peach shade is so overpowering. I didn't even notice any sort of a pink hue to my skin. Overall, I do think I look adorable. I look cute, but yeah, I don't know. It was a little disappointing. When it comes to the highlighter, I will say that now it looks a little bit better, and it's because I kind of abandon the fan brush and I just use my finger. When I use my finger, I kind of get a stronger highlighter, which is what I prefer. I know at the end of the day, it comes down to preference, right? Do you like a strong highlighter? Do you not like a strong highlighter? A lot of times people don't like a strong highlighter because it just emphasizes all kinds of bad shit. And I get that. For me, I want to look like a beacon of light. So I was a little disappointed at first when I was using the fan brush and I felt like I was getting nowhere. Like it looked nice, but it looked more like a matte highlighter. I like when their formula has a little bit of sparkle to it. It's just, I don't know, because the sparkles are not overwhelming. It's not like craft glitter. It's something like that. It just kind of brings a nice sharpness of like bitch to the skin. And I love it. It's so pretty. It's like you're an elegant bitch. Don't with me, and it's amazing. And that's what I was hoping for in this palette, but it wasn't the same formula. Instead, it was kind of more of like the matte highlighter. But if you do use your finger and you gingerly kind of tap it on and kind of like blend it out a little bit, I feel like it's much more attractive. So now I'm kind of on board with the highlighter, but I have to use my finger. If I don't use my finger, oh, me, what am I doing? Who am I at this point? That said, I feel like this is not their best palette. Last year's palette is better. A year before that was better. I mean, honestly, the Jellyfish palette's so good. If you could find that shit, go forth, my dear. But this was a little disappointing. I'm a little disappointed by it. I'm not mad. No, I'm a little mad. That I'm a little mad because it's a lot of money. This was not sent to me in PR. I had to scour the fucking internet for a 10% coupon. I used the code Ninja. I didn't even know what that. I was like, who the is Ninja? I thought of like the Twitch person. I was like, they do makeup? Oh, okay. That or it's the bullet blender, the Ninja blender? I don't know. Anyway, thank you, I guess. I hope they're not problematic. But anyway, I used that code and it got me 10% off. But you know, even with the tax and everything like that, you're still spending about $100 on this palette anyway. Yeah, not really. Not for me. I think this is like a big old like womp womp womp. It's fine. It's not great, and I feel like for that price tag, it should be great. It should solve my problems for me. It should make me want to use this every day. And I know me, I'll probably use it for a couple more videos. Definitely have it in the background as I'm trying other new makeup, but this is not something that I'm gonna gravitate towards. And that bums me out because I don't know about you, but I'm getting older. Okay, I'm getting older. I'm about to hit the nursing home. And I just want makeup that just makes me excited and makes me want to use it every day. And when I look at my collection and realize that 95% of it I don't touch, it's like, what am I doing? I need to get rid of it, which I'm going to start purging soon because I'm over it. I just want the things that I like and that I know that I'm going to use and abuse over and over again in a nice, healthy way, not in a horrible way. But that's the kind of makeup that I'm looking for. And I wish I could say that this palette was that bitch, but this is not it for me, fam. So if I were you and you still really wanted this, I would proceed with caution. I would try to go and see if this is available in store so you can swatch it and see what I'm talking about. But it's funny because, you know, 4 out of the 6 shades I'm kind of on board with. Maybe 5. I'll give the peach one a little bit of, I'll be nice to the peach one. Maybe 5 out of the 6 shades is not that bad. And I feel like usually when it comes to face palettes, I think that's a good ratio. There's always at least 1 or 2 shades that are just like not usable for somebody. So I'm not upset about, I don't know, like I just feel a little had today, I guess. I guess that's really what it comes down to. Like I wanted and I expected more. I was really excited about it. I love their holiday shit. And this was just kind of super uber duper disappointing. So we're going to continue to play with this. And who knows, maybe my thoughts will change. But I'll be honest with you, they probably won't because I know what I like. And if you're someone who kind of likes a softer moment, a barely there feel, this could be perfect for you. But if you're like me, you want some pigmentation, especially if you're throwing down 90 plus bucks, I would think twice about this before jumping headfirst and spending pretty much $100 on it, you know? I have faith and hope that the NARS holiday palette is gonna be our answer this year. Usually it's Hourglass. Not this year. And I know when the Sephora sale happens, like, and I do my recommendations video, I will not be recommending this palette because even at the 20% price point, I wouldn't recommend this one. But now I'm kind of nervous about this palette because I really want it just for the blushes. But if the blush formula is going to be very similar to this formula, I don't want it then. I don't know. I'm not recommending this. I think kind of create your own Hourglass palette, probably for the same price. I know they do all the little customizations now, and you have control with what you put in. Because like I said, there are some Hourglass blushes that are just so fucking good, but these new ones missed the mark for me. So I'm not mad. Well, I am mad, but I'm mad and disappointed. Anyway, I would love to hear from y'all. Let me know down below if you have this product. Do you feel the same way that I do? Or are you like, no, I don't, bitch. I don't feel the same way. I love this. Let me know because I love hearing from you. And thank you to June's Journey for sponsoring today's madness. And of course, I want to say thank you so much to my beautiful patrons and YouTube members for keeping this garbage boat afloat. I love your faces, and I'll see you little trash bags real soon. Bye.